can say that when 12 major commercial banks in the country have decided not to issue letters of credit to the BDCs, and the BDC is a chamber for the bulk oil distribution companies. As a result of the huge debt the BDCs owe the financial institutions, and we know the BDCs have been complaining consistently that the government owes them to the tune of over 1 billion. That has been contested, and various audit issues have been raised. And the chief executive of the BDC, Senyo Hosi, said the situation is very frustrating because the effect is that our members are increasingly finding it difficult to raise LCs to import petroleum products to serve the market. And if we remember vividly, just over 9 months ago, we experienced a shortage for about close to a week, or even about 4 days, so to speak. And some had to travel several kilometers to get fuel. It was a very difficult situation, and we saw queues all around.
Yes, yes. I'm sure by close of day today, the MPA would come to respond to this officially.
You're sure of that?
Yeah, I'm sure they'll have to react to this.
Okay.
It's a matter that they will have to react to. But with the PBCs,
BDCs. The BDCs.
PDCs.
The bulk distribution companies.
There's also BOST, and there's also the oil marketing companies. Now, if we are unable to bring in the crude, the issue is whether BOST has enough to pump into the system, because they always have reserves, whilst we deal with the issue of the LCs. Now, GOIL, which is also an oil marketing company, has been licensed to also bring in crude.
As a BDC.
As a BDC. So, if, you know, GOIL is a large player in the industry. I'm making these submissions to tell you how, even if this threat comes on board, it will not be as the last one.
Are you not underestimating what?
No. I'll end up, and you understand. Now, if GOIL would continue to bring in fuel, we will not be able to, we will not face the same problems that we faced the last time, because it will not be so acute. But there are also some BDCs who also rely on foreign financial institutions to raise letters of credit. Some of them don't rely on our local banks. Some of them have an arrangement that allows them to get their funding from foreign financial institutions. That's a fact. So this time round, the kind of effect that it had when all this happened,
you're talking
will be ameliorated
in a scenario where it should happen.
If it happens. But like I'm indicating to you, I'm not sure I'll get to this. You remember the MPA, when they were not reducing the prices, indicated that they were putting these monies somewhere as a buffer. And I'm sure the MPA will come out to tell us.
I don't know whether it was a buffer. I know that they were using it to clear debts.
No, but
have they finished paying? No, have they finished paying the debt?
No. We're all in this country when they came out to say that they have finished paying the debt.
No.
Oh, you were in this country when you heard them say they have finished paying the debt. I think
it's a 10-hour.
It was also the case of the BDCs that they hadn't finished paying. I'm surprised that the two of you don't know this.
Oh no,
the MPA,
I don't think that you have to put me on the spot and say I don't know.
The MPA came out to say that they had finished, and that is where there was this audit to be done by Ernst & Young. You should know all this. These are hungry low foods.
This lawyer.
The point is that I'm sure that the MPA would come out to deal with this matter, and I'm not sure that this will lead to a complete breakdown and halting of the petroleum products. It won't.
Let me place a caveat before I start. Let it not sound or appear to anybody that somebody is happy when this country is in difficulty. The elders have a saying.
We're talking about BDC, we're not talking about the whole country.
No, the elders have a saying that if there is a fetish priest in a town and he prays that something, the town should collapse. And it collapses, it also falls on his head. To the extent that we all live in this country, everything we are and have is here, all of us want the best outturns for this country. But you see, I think that listening to my colleague, it's pathetic, really and truly. Look at this. Oh, some BDC Goyle is here, and first and foremost, let me state as a matter of fact, that BOST has not a single liter.
How do you know that? Oh. Do you work with BOST?
BOST does not have a single liter.
You work with BOST.
They don't. They were trying to do something called the strategic reserve, national strategic. They don't have 1 liter. Number 2, you talk about Goyle. Goyle is not in a BDC.
Oh, you
Goyle
don't know your facts.
You
don't know your
an
facts.
OMC.
Goyle has been licensed.
Maybe they have a license.
They have been licensed.
Maybe they have a license, but I can.
You don't know this.
Not refined.
You don't know this.
You don't know that. You don't know that. Nobody is doing crude.
Goyle has been licensed to be a BDC. You don't know.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Yes. Let's. Okay. So let me play my ignorance.
So you are saying.
You see, so and he's even talking about Goyle has been licensed to bring crude.
I'm saying
nobody
BDC.
does. Nobody
I'm
does
saying that Goyle has been licensed to be a BDC.
Everybody brings the BDCs bring refines. They don't bring.
And
crude.
I'm saying that it is BDC. Can't I slip? Don't you slip here?
That's okay.
Don't you slip here?
That's the 2 of you. So
I indicated that
it's the refined product that they bring.
My earlier submission was, and you heard it, PDC.
Lawyer, you've made your point.
Goyle has been licensed to be a PDC.
Okay.
All right, gentlemen.
You see, let us go back to the facts. I think that this government has done the good people of this country a huge disservice.
By what means?
Indeed, they have ripped us off, as it were. Governments today, nobody brings crude. Everybody brings refine. That is what the BDCs do. When they bring the refine, 2 things. There's one thing called under recoveries. It means that if the price must be sold at
but why are you going back telling us all this?
No, it is important because you must place you must place it in perspective.
But we've passed the point. Now the point is the BDCs claim they don't have letters of credit to bring.
It is because, you see, it is because government owes them money. Even if it is not on the under recoveries, it is on the foreign exchange losses. And I think that is even the worst part of it.
And that has made them not credit worthy, you say?
Yes. They told them that the under recoveries was about 400 million. The exchange loss, because of poor management. When you have your currency dropping, it is directly attributable to poor economic management. The under recoveries was 400 million. The exchange losses was about 1.2 billion. A clear indication of gross mismanagement.
How do we resolve it?
This is why we are here. Where we are today.
Now they're giving us warning, just like the last
year.
This is why
we are here today. The current situation we live in has been because of the very poor management of the economy by this government. And this is what faces us. You know, Dr. Bawumia has always said that you can do propaganda with economics, but it will begin to show in a couple of things, and one of it is exchange rate. Today, the reason why they owe the banks is because of exchange losses, and it runs into over 1 billion cedis.
All right. Now, the MPA, just a minute for you. How do we get the MPA, as well as even government, the Ministry of Petroleum, coming in to perhaps renegotiate whatever the terms are to repay whatever debts that
it is for the MPA and the Ministry of Petroleum to sit down.
But we have to ask
quickly. Because it is about what they owe the BDCs. So it is about them reconciling their books and pay the BDCs. Now, if that happens, the threats of withdrawing letters of credit would not happen. And I'm sure they will be able to work on this. When they went to the IMF, I'm not sure it was because of mismanagement. When they sold Ghana Telecom to Vodafone, I'm not sure it was mismanagement. So people who have had the opportunity to rule this country will now be pontification and climbing the high moral grounds to be pontification unfortunately, the people of Ghana have seen what you've
A minute is up. You have a minute too. Now, last year, the same threats were issued. We watched on for between 4 to 6 weeks, and we had long queues for 4 to 5 days.
I told you the rip-off. That for me, the
you have a minute, sir.
The rip-off is that petroleum prices have fallen by over 50%, and we are still paying prices when it was supposed to be. It is something nobody understands. That petroleum prices are falling. You are still not catching up on the debts that you owe. The only reason why this government told us.
We're told that the debts have been
the debts must be cleared. Indeed, in 2007, 2008, when President Kufuor said that the same thing, that is when petroleum prices, crude oil prices rose to a peak. That has not been equaled. NDC then mounted a stage and told the good people of this country that the MPP and President Kufuor were extremely wicked. They had no feeling for the good people of this country. It is the same, nemesis has caught up with them. And today it is worse.
All right. Thank you very much. Emmanuel Chamantin Ejakun is a member of parliament for Ayawaso West Wagon constituency here in the Greater Accra region. Thanks for joining me. He's a member of the MPP too. How many people are contesting your seats alongside you? One. Yes, That's even more difficult, I think.
Oh,
by going through
the people in my constituency,
they know you.
We have a say.
How many delegates? How many delegates?
600. And I say hello to all of them. There are 600.
Hello, good morning. The delegates of Ayawaso West Wagon constituency.
Of delegates.
The whole place.
So you are also taking advantage of the situation.
Well.
Anyway, you are the incumbent. So
I'm an incumbent.
All right. He is a member of the Bolga Central constituency, a member of the NDC, a member of the NDC's legal team, a law lecturer, and Ibrahim Maliba has also been my other guest. We're taking a break here. When we come back, we'll be wrapping up our discussion.